to get with. They're on sports bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we save, making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
Forgot to add us in there. We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today it's a brand new month, July the 1st. And we got baseball, we got CFL, and we've got WNBA to go over for today. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we will go on, take a look back at what happened yesterday. One right, one wrong in the world of sports betting as we close the book on June. June baseball ended really nice for me. The last 2 days, I went 15-7-1. But yesterday I went 8-4. Started the day 1-4. Cubbies team total over was a easy winner, but after that, Padres team total over 5.5 was a loser, reminding me why I don't take 5.5 team totals. The Padres money line was a heartbreaking loser where they blew 3 different leads. Philadelphia first 5 -1/2 was a loser. Full game -1 was a loser. So I started the day off 1-4, then rattled off 7 wins in a row to end the night. Minnesota Twins money line winner. All I saw was Baltimore love yesterday, and that was an absolute blowout. That was fun. Red Sox first 5 money line winner. Full game money line winner. That was pretty easy, too. San Francisco team total over 4.5 as the Mets find new and embarrassing ways to lose. I was looking back at it, Tim, actually. I think I've figured out that I'm probably one of the better ones at betting Mets games. I'm 9-2-1 betting Mets games my last 12 plays. And actually, I believe all but like 2 of them are on the Mets. So I found ways to bet on the Mets and against the Mets correctly. And yesterday was the Giants team total over 4.5. Atlanta, Miami over 10 was a thing of beauty. Absolute easy. And then to end the night, probably my favorite plays of the day, Tim, the Mariners team total over 3.5 cashes in the second inning. And the full game over 7.5 cashes in the 5th inning. 6th inning as the Tampa Bay Rays come all the way back from down 4-0 to win. Get this, Tim, 15-4.
Yeah.
What? They unleashed in that 8th inning. Pretty bad.
Where did all the runs come from? Was they all in the 8th?
Mostly in the 8th, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, live on stream last night, we grabbed the Rays plus 1.5 and plus 230 when they were down 4-2. So that was nice there.
Wow.
So overall, 8-4 up 2.74 units in MLB. The CFL continues to suck. I beat some really nice line movements this week, and it turns out to mean absolutely nothing. I got the Elks at plus 140. It goes all the way down to plus 115. It was a third-string quarterback for the Ottawa Red Blacks. The Ottawa Red Blacks have not won a home game 13 in a row. Of course, yesterday they get it. Elks, they only put up 7 points, which kills also their team total over and the full game over. So I went a solid 0-3 down 1.98 units on that game. Very, very frustrating. Luckily, the WNBA last night for me brought out the brooms as the WNBA continues to be a very, very good sport for me. 33-22-2 this season. I went 4-0 yesterday, up 2 units. The Dream team total over 82 was a winner. The full game over 164.5 was a winner. Sky team total over 79 was a winner. Full game over 155.5 was a winner as well. So a very nice day in the WNBA. Overall, finished 12-7, up 2.76 units, and closing the book on the month of June, 202, 175, and 28, up 12.58 units. Very nice month of June. Let's get July started on the right now.
Good riddance. We were nowhere near as good on the site in June. We were down big in June. So that was not fun. We're down big for the year in general. So we got a big hole to dig out of. Hopefully we could start digging out of that soon in the start of the second half of the year. Yesterday, we had the over in the Sparks game. All right, those are all the winners. The Cardinals game got postponed and the Mets game pushed. Those are our second and third best games of the day. Because the Phillies are pathetic. The CFL is pathetic. The Mystics completely choked. And the Giants won but did not cover the run line. So it ended up not being a good day on the site once again. We're down. I'm ready to say good riddance. We were down 22 in the month of June. It was just a really, really bad month. Hopefully we could start sumping up now and try to get some of that back. Dig into our losses.
Yep. Head over to the chat and then we'll get started for today, Tim.
Oh, okay. Morning, boys. 8 for 10 yesterday was good. It was a nice way to finish off the month on a good note. I'm going to finish off these series before I take a few days break. There you go. Intro is fire. Appreciate it. Happy Fake Country Day, folks.
Yeah, happy Canada Day to my friends north of the border.
Cobb's strikeouts and Walker not getting a hit prevented me from hitting a mega for over 8,000. Yeesh. Still a positive day, yes. Starting to think I'm the only Canuck that tunes into you guys.
We have plenty of Canadians.
No, we have plenty of Canadian people. And apparently they like football. This is 3 down, weird-ass rule of football. Winnipeg Blue Bombers, Montreal Alouettes. Blue Bombers, a 6-point favorite with a total of 48. Once again, I have no interest in the CFL. That's all of Nick. Enjoy, Nick. Hopefully you can get a winner today.
Yeah. Before we do that, I gotta touch on this real quick. Shout out to Chris Brady. Yeah, I'll explain this, Tim. He says, thanks for the winners yesterday. I put 4 of Nick's plays on a $1,500 plus 1,500 parlay. My bets went well as well. Wanted to support. My phone's about to die. I'll talk to you later. Huge shout out. Huge thank you to Chris Brady here. Yeah, he sent me the parlay last night. It was the over in the Braves game. It was the Twins money line. It was the Red Sox money line. It was the over in the Rays game. We were sweating. He sent that to me after the first 3 hit, and we were going back and forth during that Rays game. And I told him that the Mariners were going to get at least 4 for us, and then we were going to be good, and bang. So huge shout out to Chris Brady here. 100% appreciate it, man.
Wow.
I feel like there's some type of clips we have to play for this one.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
Nick, no, what? This one, hold on.
America, fuck yeah, so lick my blood and suck on my bones. America, fuck yeah.
Isn't that one always the celebrated one? Come on.
And then we'll click on one more, and then we'll get into the CFL game. Once again, huge thank you to Chris Brady there. Let's get into this game here. Blue Bombers and Alouettes. Blue Bombers 6-point favorites, total 48 in this game. And this one was a pretty simple situational spot that I was going to attack for this game. And it's the Blue Bombers. They are coming in off of an embarrassing home loss last week, 30-6 against the BC Lions in Winnipeg. This was a team that was putting up 42 and 45 points the previous 2 weeks before playing the best defense in the CFL. And now I do think they get a decent downgrade in competition with the Alouettes here after playing BC, because I think BC's legit, but we'll get into BC on Monday. And on the flip side, Montreal, they're coming into this game 2-0, but they've played the Red Blacks and the Alouettes. The Red Blacks are the only team that have won a game between the two, and I think they're combined 1-7. No, 1-6. 1-6 combined. Their matchups this year. This is a huge step up in competition. This will be a big test for the Alouettes to see how good they truly are. I'm on the Blue Bombers to bounce back. I got the -6. I got the team total over 26.5 and the full game over 48.5. I expect 40 points from the Bombers tonight, or at least 35 points from the Bombers tonight. I expect Jack Colaros to bounce back after being stagnated by the BC defense last week, and I expect this Bombers team to win by double digits. So I am on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers here, -6, team total over 26.5, full game over 48.5.
Have fun. I'll let you go back to the chat because there's probably going to be some questions about this game, and I'm going to keep capping the MLS card.
Oh, boy. Okay. Morning, Nathan. It's Canada Day. There you go. Morning crew. It was a good day yesterday in betting. Let's do it again. Yep. Lean Blue Bombers, only a lean. Oh, yeah, Canada's not a real country.
Han, real quick, Fernando, I know you were super excited about the Brewers in our chat the other day, yesterday. How did they do last night? I know they were winning like 7-4 going into the 8th or something, so they had to have won.
Something like that. I'm Canadian. There you go. Good night, Munchie. Nice paying it forward, Chris Brady. Not many people do. No problem, guys. Yeah, we appreciate that, Chris. That was huge. That's why I love this community. Absolutely. And a shout out to Cameron Sinet. There we go. 1999 super sticker. Let's think how we're gonna.
What fun one does he get?
I don't think we've played this one at all.
If you guys are really us, what number are we thinking of? 69, dudes!
I don't think we've ever played that one, or we haven't in a while. And then we'll play this one.
Then you push this button, which will give you 5 minutes to get out of there. Now, whatever you do, don't push this button, because that will set off the bomb immediately, and we'll all be dead.
There we go. Blue Bombers in the over. Yes, Blue Bombers in the over. White Sox -230 is hilarious. I don't know if we're getting into that game because I didn't see a line for it earlier. I'll have to look, yeah. Blue Jays 0-7 versus a AL East foe. I believe they're like
today.
I think they're like 2-13 this year or something stupid like that. Supness, Lex. Peeps. Good morning, my brilliant fellas. Good morning, Rise. I took the Brewers first 5. I'm a Brewers fan. Bullpen is shit. That's why I play the first 5. That's why I only play first 5s with the Mets as well. Movie day. Sweet. Yes, movie day. Yeah, we'll bring in the big box TV into the classroom, and we'll put on Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Let's get into some baseball. San Diego Padres -160 favorites, total of 11 in this game. Let's take a look at this extremely frustrating San Diego Padres team. Line opened up at -141. It's now up to -161. The line has moved 20 cents in the direction of the San Diego Padres. Line opened up at an 11 at -115. It actually has now hit an 11.5. This is one of the games I moved on before the show, and I'm glad I did because this is now an 11.5. I got involved at the 11. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this one here. As we have 66% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the over. The line's gone from an 11 to an 11.5. That one makes sense. 48% of the tickets and 51% of the cash is on the Padres, and the lines moved drastically towards the Padres. Do I trust the Padres? No. Do I want to bet the Padres? Kind of. But let's take a look at the first we'll go into Ballpark Pal, which has Great American Ballpark as the second best hitting conditions of the day. You'll never guess which one's the top one. But plus 17% runs, plus 28% home runs, plus 12% triples and doubles for Great American Ballpark. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup in this one, which sucks. Actually, yeah, it kind of does. Michael Walker has been decent, 1.54 ERA, 0.94 whip, 7.71 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 3.47 walks per 9, a 196 BABIP. but a 4.39 FIP and a 4.878 SIERA, which tells me he is getting lucky. He's getting hit hard, but it's getting hit hard right at his fielders. Expect regression from him is kind of what that's suggesting. Williamson has not been very good either. 6.29 ERA, 1.48 WHIP, 6.29 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 2.96 walks per nine, a 2.89 BABIP, but a 6.19 FIP and a 5.22 SIERA. Also suggesting that he's getting lucky. A bullpen advantage goes towards the Padres, 4.41 FIP, 4.32 SIERA, compared to the Reds, which is 5.69 and 4.91. Hitting advantage goes towards the San Diego Padres, 129 WRC plus, which is number 2 versus left-handed pitching in the MLB in the last 30 days. 112 WRC plus, which is 7th for the Reds against righties this month. I am really tempted on these Padres. I know they have choked it away. They have not done that. I am on the over. I'm on the over. I got the 11 at minus 125. Let's take a look at what hypothetically it would be, because I believe it's a 161 and a even money for the run line. It would be a minus 131 for the San Diego -1. I do think they have the pitching advantage with Waka over Williamson. They have the bullpen advantage. They have the hitting advantage. And this Padres team is incredibly frustrating because I saw a post last night. Here we go. In the National League, this is for the Padres. Their hitters are 5th in F4 in the National League. Their starting pitching, 3rd. The relievers, 5th. Their defense is number 1 in the National League, 23 outs above average. And their run differential is plus 19. Team that should be playing much better than they actually are. Am I going to probably fall victim to backing the Padres -1 here at minus 131? I'm going to lean towards it at the moment. I'll probably come back to it. Maybe I'll bet it, but over 11 for me in this spot.
Imagine wanting to bet the Padres in 2023. No. I'm sorry. How's that worked out for you like the last week?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, they've lost 6 straight games.
Cool.
And all but one of them was on the run line. I am not interested in that at all. I want to go back after Cincinnati. This is still a hot Cincinnati team. They had won, it was 11 straight games? And then they lose 3. Everybody's like, oh, no, they're collapsing again. They're going to – then they've won 3 straight now. Yeah. I want to go back to Cincinnati. I gave them out on balling out last night. At the end of the day, it doesn't, and this will go to your over, Nick. It doesn't matter who the Cincinnati Reds put out for pitching, because look at what their offense have done: 7 runs, 11 runs, 2 games, back-to-back games with 3. They won one of those too. 6, 6, 11, 5, 8, 5, 9, 10, 2, 7, 5, 5, 4, 8. 4. This team is scoring. Now 11, that's a little bit high. And I don't know whether or not the Padres could help us out for that one. I feel like this is a red spot again. And it's kind of one of those, I know you've mentioned these before, Nick. It's called a prove it spot. Padres, prove that you could win a game before I start looking at you guys again. And if you guys have been fading them for a while, you're up a little bit of money, and you can afford to lose a game. And I've backed the Reds the past couple of games. Give me the Reds. I rode them throughout their winning streak. My Reds money, I'm up on Reds money, so I can afford to lose 1 or 2 of their games.
All right,
yeah, got it.
Back to the chat.
Oh, okay.
A better pencil.
We leave off.
Huh?
Where did we leave off?
That one.
No starter listed for Oakland, correct. I have a solid 8 player props for today and 3 money lines, 1 run line play. Good luck. Bill. No, this time. I'm sorry. $20 to make 2K loss because Orioles couldn't get 4 hits off of Lopez. It's rough.
Yeah.
Well, He came out with a new shoe back when COVID hit. A new show. Oh, nice. Plus, I live bet the Pirates at plus 205 in the top of the 6. Nice. In all fairness, Lopez is a strikeout wizard. He is. He's got the stuff. I gave everyone a heads up in the chat that they were going to struggle versus him. That's fair.
The Twins are also the game winners first clients.
Reds plus 2.5. McLaurin and De La Cruz or De La, not Cruz. What's the guy's name?
De La Cruz. Yeah,
I thought De La Cruz. That's O'Neal Cruz. Yeah, De La Cruz. Hit same game parlay for $1.55. Don't hate it. Over 11.5. It's a high total. I just got.
It is a really high total, but I think it's that high for a reason.
Pass. That's a good play. He's not even nice about it. He's got a dirty fastball slider. I remember him back in Miami. Yeah, he's good. Got good stuff. Fred VanVleet, 3 years, $130 million with the Rockets. He got paid. Yes, he did. The Rockets are still going to be garbage. Them Reds on another winning dog streak, aren't they? I stayed away. They are on another streak, and they've been plus money like crazy. Still gonna be trash. Padres, nope. I feel Padres run line is a good play today, but how?
All my X's and O's point towards the Padres. The Padres are a team that should be much better than they actually are.
Padres is a lock. Exactly.
No,
It's a lock and throw away the key. Yes. Well, it's not really trusting him. I think the Reds are going to be able to hit. And obviously you do too, Nick, if you're grabbing the over. Y'all No, I'm not fading the Reds. Hell no. They've been making me money. They're the most profitable team in baseball. Why would I fade that? Reds. Yes. Pass on the Padres. Reds have the Espoir de Corps on their side. Sounds good. Yeah, fuck them Padres. That come back to save my close enough. Reds are going to back up Williamson. I think so too. Reds batters are hot. Yes. How about a Joey Gallo RBI prop or a Stevenson RBI? What did I say?
Gallo.
Yeah, Votto. How about RBI props for Cincinnati? I feel like that could be the way to go. Money last night. That shit meant nothing. Yeah, I got you. That shit meant something to me. I don't follow too many Cincy players, but the batter props have been good odds with them as dogs. Yes. Where's the guy that bet on the Padres last night on your show? Not me. Not me. I told him Reds were going to win, but I wish him luck that the Padres win. I liked the Reds yesterday. Cincy should expose these Padres. Yes. Meant De La Cruz. I got you. I think he's Earle. There's 2 De La Cruzes. That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I figured. Reds money line team total over. Total over. Can the Padres batters back the pitcher? That's my question. We get a game 1 of a doubleheader.
Yes, we'll be looking at game 1. We'll be not looking at game 2. I did make a play in this game already. I have 4 plays already locked and loaded. The over in that last game was the first one. This game has the second one. They're all the early games at the moment. The Cardinals minus 115 favorites, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. There was a pitching change, and I imagine
because it's a doubleheader.
Yep, I think I know when it was changed because the line moved from 120 to 105. So we're going to start at that number. It opened up at minus 105, and it's a minus 117. The line's been steadily moving towards the Cardinals the entire time. Even when it wasn't, even before the pitching change, it was moving towards the Cardinals. And after the pitching change, it's still moving to the Cardinals. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 105. It's up to a 9 at minus 106 now. So it's moved up 1 penny. Actually, no, I lied because that number is with last night's pitchers. It opened up at a 9 even money. It's up to an 8.5, or it's up to a 9 minus 106. So it's moved 6 cents towards the over, and it's moved 12 cents towards the Cardinals since the pitching change. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here. 37% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the under, and the line has moved towards the over, which actually makes me very intrigued with the over here in this spot. 25% of the tickets and 31% of the cash, or 75% of the tickets, 69% of the cash is on the Yankees. The line's moved towards the Cardinals. I've already moved on the Cardinals in the first 5 innings at $1.30 for this game in this one. And let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. I'm kind of interested maybe in a team total over here for the Cardinals as well. Luis Severino has been bad. 6.93 ERA, 1.82 whip, 8.03 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 4.01 walks per 9, a 3.42 BABIP, a 6.76 FIP, and a 4.95 SIERA. On the flip side, Jack Flaherty, 5.32 ERA, 1.77 whip, 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 4.09 walks per 9, a 4.20 BABIP, a 3.1 FIP, and a 4.44 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes, which is why I played the Cardinals in the first 5, because they have a 2.8 for bullpen FIP and a 3.18 SIERA compared to 4.76 and 4.04. Hitting advantage goes towards the Cardinals, 112 WRC plus versus right-handed pitching, compared to the Yankees, who versus righties are dead last at 66 WRC plus. This is a Cardinals first 5 spot for me. And let's take a look at ballpark power real quick, see if Busch Stadium is minus 2% runs. So nothing overly crazy here for that. I'm going to play both of them. I'm going to play both the ones I was looking at here. St. Louis Cardinals, I got first 5 at minus 130. I'm also going to take the Cardinals team total over 4.5 at minus 106.
Yeah, I was going to be on the Cardinals I was going to be on the Cardinals game, but I thought it was going to be Garrett Cole versus Flaherty. Still, I feel like every single Cardinals game is a poopy play Cardinals, because the market's super, super high on them, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a weird spot. It is a doubleheader today. I kind of like the Cardinals. Jack Flaherty's been a little bit better, although not lately. Last 2 starts, it combined 12 earned runs in 10 2/3 innings. But the Yankees coming back from a Oakland trip that they took 2 out of 3. They had 2 big wins, including a perfect game. This one's a lean towards the Cardinals for me, Nick. But I'll leave that one up to you, whether or not you want to put it up on the site. I'm going to probably stay away from it for right now, but it's a lean towards the Cardinals.
Fair enough.
Back to the chat while I finish putting up some soccer plays.
Oh, boy. Okay. There we go. Where do you leave off?
Oh, boy, I don't remember. Here.
There. All right. Yankees have been a stay away from me with Judge out, so them playing a doubleheader did not add any trust in them. Fair. I like the Cardinals first game. Call me crazy. I don't think you're crazy. I like them as well. Pass. Would you take the Reds reverse run line plus 240?
Yes. Why not?
I mean, with a total of 11, I would even endorse that. If you're looking at a dog with a total of like 10.5 or higher, don't be afraid to take a -1, because I think if whoever wins will win by multiple runs, because the variants in that game are always super high. Yankees take game 2. I won't be betting game 2. Fernando, I kind of like the over here. I'll take the run line. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let's take the over. Have the over also. First game. Yeah. I'm on our boy Sevy. Your boy, not our boy. First 5 money line for the Spankies. No, thank you. Yankees over the total. No. All right. I lean over. Yeah. I think both these pitchers can get rocked. Spankies sweep these shitty cards today. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. what do you all got on this first UFC fight? I'm thinking Ivana Romanov is taking the fall. I think I haven't even looked at UFC. I haven't looked at UFC in a very long time. So no input here.
Good luck
I
to
thought
you.
y'all don't touch doubleheaders. We don't touch game 2s of doubleheaders. We'll touch game 1s, but we don't do game 2s. Like the Urfi. Jordan Walker is on a 17-day hit streak, and Donovan has been great all season. Misses a hit every few games. There you go. Cole is game number 2. Yep. How many games I missed? Just a couple. Jack Flair. Darth Vader is back. All right. Versus Severino. I think they get at least one hit today. There you go. I like them too, Tim, and you. One of these games, I'm doing -5 on a run line for a certain team. I don't know yet. Oh, boy. Good luck. It's like versus Severino, and on a 17-game hit streak, I would add Jay Walker to any bet for this game to boost the odds. There you go. I like the Yankees. The second game, yeah. And I quote, your boy, not my boy. Yeah, Severino is not my boy.
Not ours.
My boy is McClanahan. That's my boy. My boy
Nah,
is McClanahan and Gavin Williams. Those are my boys.
Dean, I got a couple of them. Dean Kramer, I've been backing for a while. Who's the guy from Miami? I thought there was a guy from Miami. Lizardo? I've been backing a bunch. There's a couple of guys that I really. George Kirby's been solid for me this year. Anyway, sorry.
Strickland getting all right. UFC. If Forrest Griffin is still fighting, yeah, I'll take Khabib Nurmagomedov, and I'll also take I'll also take St. Pierre as well. Player prop of the day: Ohtani. First plate appearance, walk plus 550. That is some degenerate shit right there. I have no idea who these new fighters are or what they're talking about. Me neither. Yeah, I haven't paid attention to the UFC in a while. We'll move on though. The Philadelphia. No, that's the next game. I'm looking at the next game here. Toronto Blue Jays are hosting the Boston Red Sox in this matchup here. The Blue Jays -160 favorites in this game. Let's take a look at the line history between Cutter Crawford and the Cooch for this one here. We have the Jays opening up at -145. They are at a -161, a 16-cent line movement towards Toronto in this game. Line opened up at a 9.5, -105. It's not moved to a 9 at -117, which suggests that Kikuchi pitches well today. We have 42% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Jays, or on the under, my bad, and the lines move towards the under. Wow, 38% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the Red Sox, and the lines move towards the Jays. So they're showing no respect to the big money or the big bets on this game at all. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal for this one. Shouldn't be too much of an impact because I think the roof is closed and it says 0%. All right, so it's very middling. And I know Tim's gonna be it's a dome, but actually they do have different conditions. Looking at the matchup here, Cutter Crawford and Yusei Kikuchi, 4.98.
Hold on. What are the different conditions of a dome? Can you answer that one for me?
The way the air blows in the dome actually benefits hitting more than pitching sometimes. Different domes produce different hitting conditions.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry, I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, different domes produce different hitting conditions. Yep. And sometimes domes have the roof open. So you never know. I read those because you never know, because that can kind of tell us if the hitting conditions are much different than normal, that the roof is open, which is a big impact in a dome like Rogers Center.
Okay.
Pitching matchup here: Cutter Crawford and Yusei Kikuchi. Carter Crawford 4.98 ERA, 1.43 WHIP, 8.31 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 2.49 walks per nine, a 3.59 BABIP, a 4.15 FIP, and a 3.6 FIP, and a 4.15 SIERA. On the flip side, Kikuchi 2.28 ERA, 0.87 WHIP, 10.73 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%, 1.95 walks per nine, a 2.06 BABIP, a 3.89 FIP, and a 3.18 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards the Blue Jays in this 102 WRC plus, which is 12th against righties, compared to the Red Sox, who struggle against lefties, 86 WRC plus, 20th in baseball. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Jays, 4.11 FIP, 4.21 SIERA, compared to 4.95 FIP and 3.89 SIERA for the Red Sox. I did move on this game last night. I beat a line movement on it. Let me see what the line would be for it now. At minus 161 and 120. It would be a minus 119. I got involved at minus 111 last night. I am on the Toronto Blue Jays on the minus one line here today. For Kikuchi to go out there, shove against a Red Sox team that struggles against left-handed pitching, and take care of business for the Jays today. So I'm on the Jays minus one.
I can never get this Blue Jays team right for whatever reason. I just can't. Kikuchi's been good though lately. I'll give him that. The last time he allowed 5 earned runs or more in a start was May 24th. Since then, he's had 6 starts where he allowed 2, 2, 2, 2, 0, 1. So he's been good lately. Do I think Kikuchi deserves to be a minus 160 favorite, 165 favorite? He's been there before. Where was he? Well, I thought I had him here. He's been a decent sized favorite before. I would have to lay a run line with it. The only problem is that the Toronto Blue Jays. Who brought up the stat earlier with the Blue Jays versus AL East opponents? They just don't. They
struggle against the AL East this year.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the one comment on it real quick. Sorry. I don't have it, but I know that I'm just gonna stay away from this game. Good luck to you, Nick. Blue Jays games are 0-7. They've lost their last 7 against AL East opponents. Could
I
this be
believe
the
the
day that
record's
the
like
streak
1-13.
ends? Yeah, it's the day the streak ends. Maybe, but I'm not going crazy with it. So I'm just I'll stay away from this game. We'll have plays for some of the other games, I promise, but not this one for me. I'd rather stay away from it than try to go after our team.
Yeah. Since May 1st, they got 4 games swept against the Red Sox. They lost 3 out of 4 to the Yankees. They got swept by the Orioles. They lost 3 out of 4 to Tampa Bay. They lost 2 out of 3 to Baltimore, and they lost yesterday to Boston.
Okay.
I'm betting on that team that's lost all those games. Back to the chat.
Yes. By the way, have you done the immaculate ingredient today?
Yes, I have not finished it though, because
I just started it. I just started it.
Remaining. Yeah.
Oh, I have 7 guesses remaining. But where did you leave off, Nick?
Wow, this chat's live today.
Strickland getting
no. That one. Yeah.
Okay. That Halo Top ice cream commercial looks good. Never seen it. The guy could have said at least Rampage Jackson. For what? Ohtani over 1.5 bases is plus money and hits 90% this year. Wow. Impressive. I like Coochie, but not today. Halo ice cream is trash. Ben & Jerry's, baby, all day. Yes, sir. Ben & Jerry's. One of my parlay picks yesterday was Ohtani walk plus 600. Just saying, 1-800-LEX. Does that include intentional walks? It's got to. Maybe some more teas. Oh, well. Nerfy in the Boston Red Sox game. Have fun. Red Sox money line. Laughing. Blue Jays. I'm going to stay away from the game. I was wrong yesterday. I lost with the Blue Jays. The Coochie. Shit, man. I guess with variance, Jays raised to 2, only a lean. Yeah. That's not a bad bet at all, Lex. A lot of pitchers would rather walk Ohtani than hit him. Yeah, let him hit him. You don't like Coochie? Well, that seems like a you problem. Yes, sir. F Blue Jays. Yeah, we know that. Mo Harris. LMAO on the dome stat. It's valid, just not something many would think about. Yeah, no. Different domes produce different hitting conditions. Sounds like Pornhub. Oh, Nick, we said Blue Jays too many times, and Terry's here. Kikuchi Day.
Yes, I am on. I'm on the Cooch. I am on the Cooch.
On the Cooch. Okay. That if the roof is open in Toronto, the wind is blowing off Lake Ontario. The balls fly.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. Because if we see usually Rogers centers around that -2% range. If all of a sudden it's at a 5 or a 7%, the roof is open. So yes, there's a reason why I check it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Relax.
Thank you, Crystal, for validating me looking it up.
Lefty righty advantage for Blue Jays. Blue Jays super run line. There it is, Markel. Oh, God. Terry, how are you doing on up in Canada or secretly Minnesota?
Secretly Minnesota.
More by 4, Mo. No. Jays better win on Canada Day. It is Canada Day.
Oh,
Screw it.
That was not even remotely part of my cap.
All right, Jays run line. Screw it. Nick, I'm putting it up. It's Canada Day.
Are you actually okay? I didn't know if you were you were joking around with that.
Nope, it's Canada Day. I got to put it up now.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, Nick.
Fair enough. I wish I can endorse Red Sox, White Sox parlay, but I saw a stat. If you bet Ohtani to hit a home run each day for June for $1, you'd be up $465. Dang. What you think, Mo? For some reason, Blue Jays are my toughest caps as well. Yes. Blue Jays, Orioles, Texas Rangers. Those are the 3 ones that I cannot get right. Me, 0-7, yeah. Boston 1-6 in their last set. One in their last 6 outings. What I think about what? Yeah. I was on the Jays yesterday. Thought it was a good spot for them. Didn't like what I saw. Like Tim said, they're struggling against the East. I'm passing today. I liked the Red Sox an awful lot yesterday. I doubled up on the Red Sox yesterday. But I'm on the Jays today. And I feel more comfortable doing that, flipping sides from game 1 to game 2 when I win game 1. You ever realize that, Tim? When you win with the first game and you flip to the other team, you feel a lot more comfortable than when you lose.
If I lose it, I either have to go back to that same play or I can't play it altogether.
Yeah.
Unless there's a real reason for me to do it.
Yeah. The Blue Jays game. Blue Jays by 4 or more. Good luck. Not sure what I missed. Thoughts on the Giants today. We haven't gotten to that game. We will. I'm not sure if I missed it. Thoughts on the Giants today. We'll get into that. I had a lean that I think the market's going to take me off of. Blue Jays first 5 money line. I was looking at that first 5. Staying far away from that game, Cameron. I can't get either team right. Looking for a parlay piece with Phillies money line ideas. Toronto, Winnipeg Blue Bombers is another one I think is a decent option for a parlay piece. Yeah. Morning Gents, Stone Cold. Okay. Reds plus 1.5.
I'm just taking the money line.
Sliding Rangers, Astros minus 1.5. Never in doubt. There you go. I know this pitcher dealt with that in high school. Maybe Blue Jays over the total. I don't know about that one. The lines move towards the under. Expecting Kikuchi to pitch well. Hey, Terry, sup, totes my goats. I guess I have to back the Blue Jays today. Screw it. Yeah. I It's been decided. We all hate doing it, but we're rooting for the BJs today. Yeah. I didn't see your message. LOL. Canada is good. Or Minnesota.
Sure. Canada is
Congrats. Betting the oh boy, here we go. Now he's trying too hard. I'm going out for poutine and maple syrup later, eh? Now he's trying. Like, this is something. This is something a fake Canadian would say to sound more Canadian. I don't know. This is I think this is a clear and obvious trying to fake being a Canadian because he's secretly from Minnesota. Big Tom Henry, Ashcraft, and Shane was fun last night outside of the WNBA and the Orioles. WNBA was great. I wonder what his parents were thinking when they named him Kikuchi. That's his last name. Usai is his first name. Jays are only 50% of on Canada Day at home. Oh wow! Happy Canada Day! I just peep. Lex, what's up? What do you? Long shot parlay. All right. Win percentage. Gotcha. Every time he hits a home run, that over 1.5 bases hits 2. There you go. You got a Steelers jersey on. Yeah, I'm rocking on Canada Day the red, white, and blue American flag Steelers jersey. Guy's been a monster behind the twig. Yeah. At Wild with Terry, I support you unless you speak so harshly about the Blackhawks. Oh boy, this is only going to cause trouble. Miami and Chicago White Sox are my nerfy likes for today. There you go. You are one of the few cool Blackhawks fans. My hatred for your team has nothing to do with you. I can't wait to see Bedard play. I think he's going to be something very special. Orioles bounce back, Nick. Maybe. Yes. Yesterday, I lost with my Blue Jays and Phillies parlay. Yikes. Yesterday, I forgot I bet Panama. I just seen it over the 2.5. It ended 2-1 Panama. There you go. My precise location is on a need-to-know basis. Yes, because it's Minnesota.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
Secretly, he's about 10 minutes from NRG Stadium, so he can go watch Wild games whenever he wants. The squad ain't interested in Putang today. We are rooting for the BJs. We're rooting for the Cooch and BJs, right?
We can only do so many Canada things.
Yeah.
I already have my skates ready to go hockey skating later, so.
Yeah, there. Chat booming today. Yeah, the chat's on fire today. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I had the Padres. That was not cool. Yeah, I like those never in doubters. March 14th. Yeah. Nick and I actually agree on a CFL play today. First time this season we agreed. No, we were both on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers -6.5 against the BC Lions.
Oh.
Yeah. I just need a big July betting. Then Terry, Nick, and Tim will be getting a Bedard jersey to celebrate.
Yes!
Woo! Bedard. If they weren't buying out, if they didn't get him strictly to buy him out, I would be getting a Josh Bailey Chicago Blackhawks jersey right now. You know, Chicago Blackhawks legend Josh Bailey. I was closer. I thought Terry was closer to Winnipeg. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You like the River Plate today? I have no idea what that is. Terry secretly wants a Bedard jersey, just won't admit it. I'm in Hamilton.
Oh, I knew it, Nick. He's not actually from Hamilton. He's an actor in the play Hamilton. He lives in New York.
Oh, wow. That was really good reading through the lines. We're on to you, Terry.
We're on to you.
I will get a Bedard jersey to set on fire. Okay. Yesterday, tried to warn you, Nick, stay away from the Padres. Well, too bad. You guys think Bedard gets 30 goals? Yes. He'll be the only player on that team scoring. You forgot about the Nats running. Nats first 5. There you go. I disagree with that. I think I think he'll be a small
Who's Yakupov?
Exactly.
Oh, screw you.
Yeah. We have an Embiid jersey, or it's somewhat of an Embiid jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a bust. He was a bust.
Okay.
We know. All right, let's keep moving on here. This chat is extremely lively today, and we 100% appreciate it. We need to keep going here. Philadelphia Phillies minus 205 favorites, total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here between Philadelphia and Washington. We have Mackenzie Gore and Zach Wheeler. Line opened up at 205. It's a 191 now. A 14-cent line movement towards the Nets. A line opened up at a 9 plus 105, but it was just towards the under the 9. And it's gone down half a run. It's now 8.5 at minus 115. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game here and see if it correlates with the movement towards the Nationals and the under. If I can find this Phillies game. There it is. We have 87% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the Phillies, and the line has moved towards the Nationals. 58% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the under. The line has moved towards the under. Looking at Ballpark Pal here for Nationals Park. Right? No, they're not in Nationals Park. They are in Citizens Bank Park, which is plus 12%, which is the 5th best hitting conditions on the slate today. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. See if we can land ourselves on a Nationals play, because that's kind of where I'm leaning. But I've been on the Phillies for a little bit here. And I think this may be just a stay off. Mackenzie Gore, 4.55 ERA, 1.41 whip, 9.76 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%. 2.6 walks per 9, a 351 BABIP, a 432 FIP, and a 3.86 SIERA. On the flip side, Zach Wheeler, 4.13 ERA, 1.24 whip, 9.53 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 2.22 walks per 9, a 321 BABIP, a 303 FIP, and a 3.88 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Phillies, 2.75 FIP and a 2.2 SIERA. Philly bullpen's low-key been awesome. 4.99 FIP, 5.12 SIERA for the Nationals. Hitting advantage does go towards the Phillies here. 99 WRC plus versus left-handed pitching the last 30 days, which is 15th. No, that's versus righties. It's versus righties because Mackenzie Gore's a lefty. Did I write that down right? Now I'm kind of down on myself. The Phillies versus lefties are 114 WRC plus, which is 6. I don't know why I wrote in the wrong. I accidentally put in their righty numbers. Not their lefty numbers. There you go. And again, and the Nationals against righties, 95 WRC plus, which is 18th. So I do believe the pitching advantage goes towards Wheeler in this game. The hitting advantage goes towards the Phillies in this game. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Phillies in this game. But there's no way I'm going up against this market move where 87% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is all over the Phillies, and the lines move towards the Nationals. This is a stay off spot for me. Because I would be back if there was a line movement towards the Phillies with this type of money coming in on it, and then I'd be like, fine, sure, let's bet the Phillies. With the way this is all going down, I have no interest in the Phillies at this spot, and I don't see enough of an edge to bet the Nationals.
Okay. I do like the Nationals. This is a team that I thought that if they were going to have a flat spot, it was them coming back from Seattle and then playing yesterday after an out west road trip. There was no flat spot. This has been a good road trip for the Washington Nationals so far. They've won 5 out of their last 6 games. I kind of like the Nationals. Now, Mackenzie Gore is going to be one of the few pitchers that I trust part of the staff. Zach Wheeler, I mean, we all remember Zach Wheeler. He was really good last year. This year, 3.76 ERA, which is not terrible, but for his standards, when the last 3 years he's had a under 3 ERA. It kind of makes me want to go towards the Nationals here. I mean, Phillies have been really good lately too, but I feel like grabbing a plus 175, 180 area with the Nationals, I think there's value there.
Yeah, this is just one where when my X's and O's point one way, the market points the other, I just stay off. And when I want things to correlate. I've started doing that, and that's why I've had a better July or a better June, is because I needed more correlation with my plays. So if I'm leaving money on the table, not betting the Nationals today, so be it.
That's fine. You can head back to the chat.
Yeah, saying yeah. Yes, Tim. Oh yeah, it was Yakupov was a bust. Yeah.
Cool.
Phillies today, full game. Good luck. I don't see Tim wearing the Embiid jersey. Oh, I think it's in Greenville. The Embiid jersey is in Greenville.
I've worn it before,
Yakupov,
even though he's a clown.
Yeah. He had a brief stay with my Blues, bottom 6, bust. Yeah. Nats maybe first 5. Feels dirty saying Natty's first 5 money line again. Yeah. Gore over 2.5 earned runs is plus money, and the Phillies have been making contact. I can see that. I'm not betting the Phillies. The Phillies do hit lefties, though. That's the thing. Haven't pulled the trigger, but leaning on. Pull it. There you go. All right. I don't know what River Plate is. Tim, please don't say Nationals money line. Yeah. Nationals money line. Not betting them trash Nationals either. Gore sucks. All right. Today's slate is feeling hard as shit. Yeah, a little bit, but we've got early stuff. Over maybe pass. How can you say National trash if they won yesterday? Just because they win one game does not make them good. Hi guys, my picks are the White Sox money line and the Marlins plus the points. Good luck. It's a trap.
Okay.
They have been costing me so much. Not gonna lie. Let's go. White Sox money line is minus 230. No thanks. I hope they win for the chat. I just don't bet the Nationals anymore. I'm good. Yep. Gore's the Nationals ace. Might take a nerfy here. Just feel like the Natties are playing on top of the Phillies being the away team. There you go. I had them yesterday. Happens. Yeah. My dislike for the Phillies blinds my judgment. Must look away. Fair. I can't stand the Phillies either, but they've made me money the last week. I would trust the Phils with Nola, not Wheeler. I'm the opposite way around. I like Wheeler more than Nola. People don't like the Nationals because of Gore. Don't get me wrong. Wheeler's good. Wheeler did get blown up against the Nats last month. Yeah. 2 best nerfy bets can even parlay them. Oakland and the Mets. All right. 7 runs and 3 1/3 innings. Yeah. We'll move on, though, to this game, which had an exciting ending last night. The Brewers and the Pirates. Brewers minus 135 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. If it'll let me click on the right tab. There we go. We have Burns and Oviedo. Line open up. Wow. At a minus 147, it's down to a 128, a 19-cent line movement towards the Pittsburgh Pirates. Line opened up at an 8.5 even money. It's now an 8 minus 115, so it has moved down half a run, but it's not completely because the juice is still there. Let's take a look at the money in this game, see if it correlates. As we have, there it is. 51% of the tickets, 92% of the cash. Big bets coming in on the Pittsburgh Pirates in this game. 39% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the under. The line has moved towards the under here. Let's take a look at the ballpark conditions. Plus 9% runs, which is 6th best on the slate. Plus 6% home runs, plus 15% doubles, triples, minus 1% singles. And let's take a look at the pitching matchup. The last thing we got to look at here, which is Corbin Burns versus Johan Oviedo. Burns has not been particular. 4.99 ERA, 1.17 WHIP, 8.8 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 2.64 walks per 9, a 271 BABIP, a 3.89 FIP, and a 4.05 SIERA. On the flip side, Oviedo, 3.23 ERA, a 1.04 WHIP, 7.92 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 1.47 walks per 9, a 287 BABIP, a 334 FIP, and a 3.93 SIERA. Bullpen advantage does go towards Milwaukee here. 3.3 FIP, 3.95 Sierra compared to 4.94 and 4.49. Hitting advantage goes towards the Pirates ever so slightly, 78 WRC plus versus righties, which is 27th compared to 76, which is 29th, which tells me I don't see really either of these teams hitting too much in this game. I believe the lines moved down. I'm kind of interested in the Pirates, and I'm kind of interested in the under in this game. I just got to decide how I want to approach this one. I was thinking more Pirates than under, but I originally had the under written down last night. Tricky game for me at the moment. I lean towards the Pirates and the under here. I'm going to do a little bit deeper looking here, see what I'm going to come up with.
That's fair. Yeah, I already know where I was kind of going to go. I like the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is a team that they went on a big losing streak. You start fading them. They've won 4 in a row now, Nick. They're back on a winning streak. And I think last night could definitely try to propel them to try to rattle off a couple more. Because last night, Carlos Santana, game-winning home run into the McCovey Cove. Right? No, that's not. McCovey Cove is Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, he hit it to the Allegheny.
McCovey Cove is San Fran. My bad. Bomb last night to end that one. And they were up 7-4. I'm going Pittsburgh in this one. You said you kind of lean that way?
I actually just locked it in. Pittsburgh Pirates, first 5 money line. Their bullpen still scares me for a full game, but I'll take their first 5 money line at plus 115.
Yeah, I'll raise the Jolly Roger today with some Pittsburgh Pirates action.
There we go. Pittsburgh Pirates for that one. Back to the chat here. Oh yeah, Brew Crew. No. Go Pirates, rooting for my Reds to win NL Central bet. I think the Reds will do a good job holding the NL Central down until the Brewer or until the Cardinals take over that division. So they'll keep it nice and warm. Brewers race to 5. Brewers team total over. Lean Brewers run line. Alrighty. Might run back to the Nerfy in this game. Brewers, 58% chances showers later in Pittsburgh, so kept off, but my Brew Crew should roll if it does play. All right. Over 8. People betting off of Pitt's recency bias. Sure. Brewers look good here. I don't know. Keep riding the wave. See? Raise it. Raise the Jolly Roger. Yep. Raise it first to 2. Brewers are not letting Pitt get second in the NL Central. Sure. Taking an under with Oviedo. Come on, Sam. I don't mind it. Why didn't Oviedo have a good outing? Didn't Oviedo have a good last outing? Words. I believe so. Or am I just thinking of a different pitcher? Now I got to look. Sorry, I don't remember his exact outing last time he pitched, which was against Miami, where he gave up 1 earned run on 6 hits and 7 innings pitched. He was really good last start. Why you like the under 8? I would lean towards the first 5 under 4.5. I don't trust the full game under 8. I don't trust full game unders at all. So yeah, I would lean the first 5 under 4.5. Moving on, next matchup here, the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. The Rangers minus 135 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Yesterday, I was leaning towards the Rangers, just didn't want to lay the price. I'm feeling today I'm going to pull the trigger on the Rangers.
Yep.
Hunter Brown versus Nathan Eovaldi. Line opened up at a 125. That's up to a 129. So a 4-cent line movement towards the Rangers. Total opened up at an 8.5 even money. It's down to an 8 at minus 105. Let's take a look at where the money is coming on this one. So let's see if it reflects a line move towards the Rangers and a line move towards the under. 30% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the under. 51% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the Rangers. So big bets coming in on the Rangers. Let's take a look at the conditions here. Globe Life Field minus 7%, which is second worst on the slate for hitting conditions. So the under could be a decent look in this spot. That's what that's kind of suggesting. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Nathan Eovaldi and Hunter Brown. Eovaldi, 4.6 ERA, 1.19 whip, 9.51 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 3.68 walks per nine, a 254 BABIP, a 4.6 FIP, and a 3.69 SIERA. On the flip side, Eovaldi with a 3.77 ERA, 1 whip, 9 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 2.61 walks per nine, a 227 BABIP, a 4.44 FIP, and a 3.52 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards. Oh, this one's kind of tough. It looks like the Rangers here, 2.95 FIP and a 3.64 SIERA compared to a 4.05 FIP and 3.27 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards the Rangers, 122 WRC plus, which is number 3 against righties last 30 days, and the Astros 108, which is 10th. So both these teams are hitting pretty well at the moment. And the line moving towards them, the bigger bets coming in on them. I think the Rangers are the look in this game. You can get the Rangers full game at minus 129. You can get them first 5 at minus 130. I'm kind of thinking about doubling up here with Eovaldi in this spot. I'm not usually a Rangers backer, which means the Astros are probably going to win today, but I'm going to grab it here. Rangers first 5 plus minus 130. Rangers full game minus 129.
All right, so you would want to just bet the minus 128 full game.
Yes.
Yeah,
I can see this. I can see this being a 1-run win for the Rangers.
It could be. Nathan Eovaldi's been really, really good this year, which is crazy to say, considering what he's done the past couple of years. Eovaldi this year, a 2.82 ERA. He's currently on pace to have his best year of his career in year number 12, which is crazy to say. But he's been really good. Hunter Brown is a young guy that's, he's pitched solid this year. 3.62 ERA in his 87 innings pitched. So he hasn't been terrible. But no, this is a Texas team that I want to. I still feel like they're going to be a solid team. They lost last night, but I definitely think they have the pitching advantage tonight. I'll jump on the Texas Rangers minus the 128 with you to take care of the Astros.
I do like the Astros for this division, though. Still, I still think the Astros come back and they compete for this division.
That could.
I do have plenty of Astros futures, but I do think this is. They're not dead. But yeah.
No, it's still a very competitive division.
Yeah. Yep.
Back to the Chatnik.
Yep. Let's take a look here. Dang, bro, you could have at least played the Jolly Roger clip. Tim slipping.
We have this one.
There you go. Astros race 3. Astros team total over. Astros first 5 money line. All right, we're on the opposite sides here. Chiefs, Rangers on a 2-game losing streak, while the Astros are on a 3-game win streak. Rangers bounce back. Rangers and the run line are both solid bets today. Same game parlay. Add Adolis Garcia to get a hit. 5-day streak. There you go. Want to take the over? I lean towards the under. Astros money line. No. 3 home runs and 7 hits the past 5 days for Garcia. There you go. Rangers first 5. Eovaldi. I like Eovaldi. I think Eovaldi's good. Metropolitans run line. No. Hunter Brown throws a lot of fastballs, and Rangers have been killing the fastball recently. Yeah. Can definitely see this game going over before the 6th. All right. Eovaldi at home against good teams, way worse than Brown away. Yeah. Texas. He likes Houston. Leaning Texas with Eovaldi. Yeah. I'm going to bet the over, like the under 8.5. And Brown throws 60% fastballs roughly, and that's the exact same pitch, and that's the exact pitch that the Rangers have been hitting like crazy. There we go. Let's move into the next matchup here, a game that I thoroughly enjoyed yesterday. The Baltimore Orioles and the Minnesota Twins. The Orioles minus 140 favorites. with a total of 8.5. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here between Baltimore and Minnesota. We had the line opening up at 130. It's up to a 145 with the Orioles. Line opened up at an 8.5. It's up to an 8.5 or minus 110. Now it's at 114. A 4-cent line movement towards the over. A 15-cent line movement towards the Baltimore Orioles. Let's take a look if the money coming in reflects a line move towards the Orioles here in this one, as we have 38% of the tickets and 85% of the cash is on the Twins, and the lines move towards the Orioles. That's kind of interesting. They're showing absolutely no respect to that. 80% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the over, and the line, I believe, is moved towards the under. If I remember, no, it moved 4 cents towards the over. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. As we have Kyle Bradish and Bailey Ober. Over 3.38 ERA, 1.02 whip the last 30 days, 8.9 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 1.23 walks per nine, a 273 BABIP, a 4.13 FIP, and a 3.68 SIERA. Bradish, 3.54 ERA, 1.04 whip, 9.96 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 1.93 walks per nine, a 296 BABIP, a 285 FIP, and a 3.29 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Orioles here in this spot, 4.27 FIP and a 3.86 SIERA compared to the Twins, 4.45 and 4.4. Bradish or Orioles 111 WRC plus, which is 9th against righties, compared to Minnesota 93, which is 20th. This is an interesting game here. Quickly, we'll touch on Ballpark Pal, which has Oriole Park as the 4th best hitting conditions today, plus 14%, plus 28% home runs, plus 7% singles. I'm kind of thinking that the Orioles put up some runs today against Bailey Ober. And I kind of like the Baltimore Orioles a little bit in this game. The line's moving towards them. It may have moved a little bit out of the range I wanted to pay for the Orioles today. But 4.5 team total at minus 110 is kind of intriguing. Oriole Park looking like one of the better hitting conditions on the slate today. The Orioles have been strong against right-handed pitching lately. I like Bradish as well. I think Bradish can pitch pretty well. They're showing no respect towards the big sharp money coming in. It looks like sharp money. The big bets coming in on Minnesota, 85% of the cash, even only 35% of the tickets, so that looks extremely sharp. And the lines move towards the Orioles, which is making me think the Orioles are the look in this game. It's probably going to end up being a stay-off spot for me, but I lean Baltimore in this spot.
Don't get me all hyped up. I'll take Baltimore. I think this is a good bounce-back spot for him, and, I'm high on this Baltimore team, 100%. And I'm not high on Bailey Ober, and if there's one guy I trust on this rotation the most for the Baltimore Orioles, it's Mr. Bradish. He's probably – him and Kramer, I'll back him. Not blindly, but I backed him through most of their starts. Bradish has been quite solid this year. 3.75 ERA, which for somebody part of this team is good. They win his games, but he's allowed in those last couple starts 2-1, 3-3, 1-4, 1-0, 3-3. So he's going to give up a couple of runs. So I do think 8.5. I think it can go over, but how about some Baltimore Orioles run line at plus 142? I think I want to get behind that. So Orioles.
Yeah, I want to talk you off of it. I'm personally staying off of this because when I do bet Baltimore, they lose. Like I don't remember the last time I've won a betting on Baltimore.
Or against Baltimore. Okay.
No, I mean I won a play yesterday against Baltimore, but I usually don't win Baltimore games.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Back to the check.
Yep. Let's see. Look, I'm looking at the Texas team total over 4. Fair. Do you like the over in the Blue Bombers? Yes, I'm on the Blue Bombers minus 6. The team total over 26.5. Full game over 48.5. Orioles worth minus 150. I don't think Bailey Ober is a slouch by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, very tempted to take Royals first 5 today Okay. Orioles. Orioles stay away. I stayed away, but the Twins have owned the Orioles since I can remember. Interesting. Yeah, we're 15-5 in their last. Yeah, they're 15-5 in their last 20 head-to-head, and 12 of those wins were on the road versus Baltimore. Interesting. My book says the money is on Orioles -1.5 heavy. Let's take a look at what it says here. 68% of the tickets and 80% of the cash is on Baltimore run line. Yep. Yep. The bigger bets are on the run line for sure. Let's see. Both pitchers look decent here. I don't know. Having that long of a history of losing versus a team I tend to put more merit on it being because the staff knows. There you go. Every time you bet on the Orioles, I'm going the opposite. Fair. Cubs run line for +150. Did we touch the Cubbies game? No, we haven't gotten to the Cubbies game yet. That'll be in 1, 2, 3. There's 4 more games in front of the Cubbies here in this spot. Unless they're on the win streak, under 8.5. All right. The White Sox -200 favorites against the Oakland Athletics, total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. It says undecided versus Dylan Cease on what I look at here. We'll get into that in a second. Line opened up at -151 for the White Sox. It's -212 now. Wow, 61 cents of line movement towards the White Sox in this game. Line opened up at an 8.5 even money. It's an 8.5 -115 now. So a 15-cent line movement towards the over in this spot here. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game. Let's see if it correlates with the over and the White Sox. Take a look. 85% of the tickets, 86% of the cash is on the White Sox. Makes sense. 58% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the over in this one here. And I kind of do lean towards the over. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup in this one here. I'm seeing I have James Kaprielian listed in my spreadsheet. Let me make sure that's what BetOnline has listed in this game. I have Kyle Mueller listed in this game. I'm way off on that one here. I have to fix that real quick. Kyle Mueller for the Athletics today. Kyle Mueller. There we go. And I'm going to have to switch the numbers for what do you call it? Because I have them against righties and they're against a lefty today. Let's take a look. Dylan Cease, 2.2 ERA, 1.05 WHIP, 13.19 strikeouts per 9, which is 37%, 3.14 walks per 9, a 288 BABIP, a 276 FIP, and a 2.91 CR. He's been phenomenal. He's looked absolutely amazing. There's not really too much to say about him there. Kyle Mueller does not have any numbers for the last 30 days. I don't think, because I think he's been in the minor leagues, right? Has he been in the minors?
Or hurt.
I don't know. But I don't have any numbers for him the last 28 days or 30 days, whatever. Bullpen advantage goes towards the White Sox, 3.36 FIP, 3.46 ERA compared to 4.22 and 4.45. Hitting advantage, let me grab Chicago White Sox numbers versus lefties, which is actually, we all know the narrative of White Sox hit lefties. That is not the case. 78 WRC plus, which is 25th. So hitting advantage goes towards the Athletics in this game with an 87 WRC plus versus righties, which is 24th. I'm staying off this game. I think this is a pretty simple pass in this one. Not knowing 100% who is starting for the Athletics and not having any numbers on Mueller recently has me completely off this game.
Yeah, I don't need to go after this one. I'm hoping for some White Sox wins to try to catch them up in the division, but I know they're pretty far back. But that being said, you look at the division and the leader is a game under 500. So, yeah. So anything's possible in that division. I can't go after Oakland. even at home, even though they won last night. They won 7-4 last night. Wow. As much as I would love to ride the wave, this one's going to be a stay off. Didn't have any numbers on whoever's pitching for the A's. And I really have nothing going on for it, so I'm just going to stay off this game.
Yeah,
Sorry.
if this was in Chicago, this would be a minus 300 fade, I think. With Dylan Cease at home.
Could be. But nothing I need to be going after.
No, not at all. All right, let's take a look. Links in the over. We'll get into that.
Under.
Yeah, Nerfy Central. There you go. Y'all might have talked me off of Baltimore. Fair. Get in and get out like a bank robber, and don't sweat the rest of the shitty game. Fair. Game is in 4 hours, and still no Oakland pitchers. Kyle Mueller listed on BetOnline. So it seems that don't switch starting pitchers anymore, which I love. But I cannot touch a game with an unlisted pitcher. Yep. A's money line, ride the wave. White Sox should not be this big of a favorite. Don't care who they're playing, especially on the road. And I get it. It's Dylan Cease. It's the name. That's all it is. All right. Let's get into it. The New York Mets are minus 140 favorites against the San Francisco Giants. Total of 8.5 in this game. Minus 145 favorites. God damn it. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. And to no one's surprise, this line opened up at a 161, and it's down to a 139, a 22-cent line movement towards the San Francisco Giants, which is going to keep me off my lean for this game. Line opened up at an 8.5, 8 minus 120. It's up to an 8.5 minus 112. So a line movement towards the over in this game, in this spot. Let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this game. See if it reflects a line move towards the Giants and a line move towards the over. 81% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the over. 51% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the Mets, and the lines move towards the Giants. It tells me the Giants are very live in this game. And I think this over is probably worth a look as well because it has moved up. Let's take a look at the weather conditions here. They have Citi Field, though, as a minus 5%. It's plus 6% home runs, but minus 5% overall runs, which is the third worst hitting conditions in baseball today. We have Anthony DeSclafani and Justin Verlander. DeSclafani, 6.65 ERA, 1.61 whip, 7.83 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%. 3.52 walks per nine, a 371 BABIP, a 397 FIP, and a 4.69 SIERA. I would like to fade DeSclafani. Unfortunately, the line's probably telling me I can't. 3.33 ERA, 1.37 whip for Verlander, 9 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%. 3 walks per nine, a 325 BABIP, a 38.83 FIP, and a 4.07 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Giants, 2.69 FIP, and a 3.43 SIERA compared to 5.6 and 5.45 for the Mets. The Giants have the hitting advantage, 105 WRC plus, which is 11th, compared to 96, which is 17th for the Mets. This is a game where probably I'm looking more towards the over than the side here. It's an 8.5. I think we can get over this 8.5 number here in this spot. Verlander has not been the most trustworthy pitcher. And it's only a 3.5 team total for this for the Giants, which I think is very intriguing. The Giants are hitting lefty or hitting righties well. Verlander's been meh, and we know this Mets bullpen can easily blow the game as well. I like the Giants. I'm going to grab the team total over 3.5, the full game over 8.5. That's where I think I'm going to settle this. My original bet for this game was going to be the Mets first 5, but not after that line move. That line move tells me Giants. And the Giants are hitting, and I didn't know what the team total was going to be. 3.5, that's low enough for me to take a stab with it here. Giants team total over 3.5, full game over 8.5 in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over with you. This is a Giants team that's producing offense. And although they've gone under in 4 out of 5 games, they kind of got shut down against Toronto after their big win streak and all that stuff. I think they can get back on scoring runs today. 8.5. I could easily see this game being a 4-4 game at one point again. because I do think the Mets will be able to hit against Desclafani.
Absolutely.
Did they face him already this year? No. Nope, they avoided him this year. I think the Mets have good numbers against Desclafani. I'm not 100% sure, though. I'm just going to take runs because we know one thing with this Mets team is their hitting is fine. I'm not worried about their hitting. It's their pitching that they can't do anything with. And that's the thing that's struggling. So,
And that's
when it
so
comes to
stunning.
it's weird because that was the strong suit last year. I'm taking I'll grab the over with you in over 8.5 in the Mets and the Giants.
Yeah. Let's move on here. All right, let's do this. Roto has Mueller too. Yeah. Bet online the list of pitcher is Mueller. Cease has him bad lately. Is not. I'm kind of on Giants money line. Yep. All I have in this game is the player prop Patrick Bailey to get a hit. Yeah, mad as ass. 16 hits over the last 11 games, over the last 11 straight days straight for him. Wow. For slightly better odds than Mets money line, minus 150. Verlander, sorry, yeah. San Francisco has lost his last 3 head-to-head with the Mets. There you go. Giants money line and was leaning under. On the over. Which I was looking back. I'm 9-2-1 my last 11 game or last 12 bets on Mets games. And I've been able to figure out how to bet on and bet against this Mets team. So fun times. But the Braves minus 155 favorites are hosting the Marlins. Total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot for this one between Atlanta and Miami. Line opened up at 171 for the Braves. It's now 155, a 16-cent line movement towards the fish in this one here. Line opened up at a 9 minus 115. It's still a 9 minus 115. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here. See if it reflects Marlins and no movement towards the total. Let's see. We have 77% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the under. Line is not moved. Tells me that we could potentially see an over in this game. 52% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the Marlins. That's what I like to see. And the line moving towards the fish here in this one. Let's take a look at the hitting conditions here in Truist Park. Plus 2% runs, plus 10% home runs. So nice little, slightly above average hitting conditions here in Atlanta. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, which is an interesting one. Charlie Morton and Yuri Perez, probably one of the oldest pitchers in baseball versus one of the youngest pitchers in baseball. Perez has been phenomenal. 0.32 ERA, 0.82 whip, 11.25 strikeouts per 9, 33%, 1.61 walks per 9, a 262 BABIP, a 178 FIP, and a 2.95 SIERA. On the other side, Charlie Morton, 4.28 ERA, 1.5 whip, 12.18 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%, 4.94 walks per 9, a 354 BABIP, a 397 FIP, and a 3.98 SIERA. Bullpen advantage go towards the Miami Marlins, 2.43 FIP, 2.85 SIERA compared to 3.58 and 3.06. The Braves 150 WRC plus, which is number 1 versus righties the last 30 days. They're smashing righties, which absolutely I can see an over in this game. And 101 WRC plus for the Marlins against righties 14th. I did play the Marlins here in this spot at plus 150. It's down to a plus 143. So the line's moved in my direction since making that bet. This is more of a backing of Yuri Perez more than anything. I think he's the ace on this Marlins staff right now. I think he's the best pitcher on this Marlins staff right now, and I want to back him. So I'm on the fish here, full game plus 150.
I can't do it. I wanted to yesterday. I came close to doing it yesterday. Never pulled the trigger. Happy I didn't. How are we fading the Braves right now? This team is not going to lose another game. Like legit, this team might try to go after the Seattle record. They're on that good of a pace right now. Although Are they? They've played 81 games, 54 wins. So halfway through the season, they're on a pace for 108 wins. They could possibly try to make a push for it. I can't fade them. I'm not backing them today. I'm not trusting Charlie Morton, but I cannot fade this. I cannot fade this Braves team right now. So this one's gonna be a pass for me. I'm sorry, Nick. I looked at this one. Originally, I really wanted to go after the Marlins, but this is a Braves team that's 21-3 their last 24. That's a win. That's a win streak right there. And not trying to go and try to fade that. So I hate the Braves. I hate that they're so good, but it is what it is.
Yep. Nathan saying, Charlie. Yeah, here we are. No. This is the ultimate question of the day. I think the answer is yes. Is Yuri Perez him? Yes. I think he's that good. 3.5 overs low that can hit. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of think the Braves sweep the Marlins. I mean, the Braves are free money at this point. Just complete locks every game. Braves money line. Brian De La Cruz, 1+ hit. Ronald Acuna, 1+ hit. Michael Harris, 1+ hit. Matt Olson, 1+ hit. Braves money line, +320. There you go. Their bats are hot. Their batters are hot. Yep. Braves are 15-4 at home during day games. Cool. If the Marlins win, I see an under. If the Braves win, I see an over. Yeah. The Braves are so good, it pisses me off. Same here. I can't stand watching them go out and win every single baseball game they ever play. That is the most frustrating thing, especially considering that they like to pay their players peanuts compared to what they're actually worth. So this winning streak cannot have happened to more of a worse team, but it is what it is. Yo. What's good, Joe Kryptonite? Their home record is 28-15. Only 4 losses were during day games. I can't fade them at home before 7. Good luck. Marlins raced to 3. Don't hate it. 1-1 in the WNBA yesterday. Nick went 2-0 though. I went 4-0. I doubled up. I had team totals and full game overs in both games. And both team totals hit. So
I went 1-1.
Okay. Joe Kryptonite, my WNBA guy. Yeah. Guadalupe. Okay, yeah, this is soccer. Cool. We don't do soccer. Marlins, yeah. The Gold Cup lines have been horrible, much weaker than usual. Cool. Can't be biased. Yeah. Marlins run line. Charlie Morton gives up 3 first. 3 out of 5 home starts, if I read correctly. There you go. I'm going to be on the over for the Aces. I'll probably find my way back to that. Their offense is stacked. Yeah. Braves making Yuri look average today. We'll see. Mercury first half and full game spread.
Under.
Yeah. Add in they have some of the best pitchers in the MLB. It's hard to go up against that. Yep. This is a revenge game for the Aces. Their only loss came to the Suns. Should win and cover today.
Yeah, they should.
Onto this game, which I absolutely loved watching this game yesterday. I hit the Mariners team total over, the full game over, and then live on the stream last night, every Friday night, the Nerd Talk, Capra Collective every Friday night. We hit the Rays +1.5 and the money line +230 when they were down 4-2. So very, very good game for this one yesterday. Let's see how we make money in today's game for it. Let's take a look. Tampa Bay and Seattle, same thing happening here. Wow, what a line move. Not as much as I thought. Never mind. I exaggerated there. Line opened up at -115. It's down to a -109. 6-cent line movement towards Seattle. Line opened up at a 7.5 -110. It's a 7.5 -102. So it's moved 8 cents towards the under today. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game. Let's see if it reflects a line move towards the Mariners and a line move towards the under. And this one here, 61% of the tickets, 69% of the cash on the Rays. The lines move towards the Mariners. 30% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the under, and the lines move towards the under here in this spot. Let's take a look at the hitting conditions here at T-Mobile Park, -2%. So slightly below average hitting conditions. Take a look at the pitching matchup here between George Kirby and Tyler Glasnow. Glass now 4.15 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 12.81 strikeouts per nine, which is 34%, 4.5 walks per nine, a 309 BABIP, a 393 FIP, and a 3.54 SIERA. On the flip side, we have Kirby 2.9 ERA, 1.03 WHIP, 8.13 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 0.29 walks per nine, a 311 BABIP, a 282 FIP, and a 3.23 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Rays, 3.66 FIP, 3.26 SIERA compared to 4.19 and a 3.71. Let's take a look here. Rays 119 WRC plus versus righties, which is fifth compared to 90 for Seattle versus lefties. I kind of like George Kirby, and I kind of lean towards Mariners in the first 5 here. I think this is a game where the Rays can take over late, similar to last night, where I think this could be Mariners first 5, Rays full game in this one here. The way the line is moving, the way the money's coming in on the Rays, but the line's moving towards the Mariners tells me the Mariners are very live in this game. George Kirby is a really hit or miss pitcher. I think we can hit with him tonight in the first 5 innings. It's a minus 110. I'm going to grab the Mariners in the first 5 innings only at minus 110 in the spot. I would lean slightly towards an under in this game, but I like the Mariners early in this game a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm not a big Glasnow guy. He hasn't really pitched all that much this year. He's gotten 6 starts in, so not anybody I'm super high on. 5 earned runs in 15 2/3 innings, so I guess that's decent. But I'm not interested in going after this Mariners team either. I like George Kirby. I remember he was for a while one of those Cy Young contenders. He's kind of tailed off a little bit, up to a 3.26 ERA. So yeah, he's not really in the conversation anymore. But this is still a young pitcher that I like. But there's not really much I want to go after in this game. So I'm going to end up leaving this one off my card as well.
Fair. A little bit of I just got sent a little bit of hockey news. It looks like Semyon Varlamov is returning with the New York Islanders to be the backup. Ryan O'Reilly is going to Nashville. That's interesting. He was with the Rangers. No, he was with the Maple Leafs. Tarasenko went to the Rangers. So interesting there. Joel Edmondson to the Capitals. A lot of stuff going down. Ronta re-signs with the Hurricanes. Jesper Foss with the Hurricanes.
Damian Lillard requested a trade.
Yeah, about time. I mean, he doesn't want to go through a rebuild in Oklahoma City or not Oklahoma City, Portland. But back to the
It'd be fun. It would be fun if he goes to Oklahoma City. Anyways, sorry. Where did you leave off?
That one.
Joe, the Sun are struggling to score with multiple key players out. It's a revenge game for Vegas since their only loss of the year was to the Sun. Wouldn't bet the over. I would. I think that the Las Vegas Aces can score 100 tonight. Are you guys on the over-under here in that baseball game? Neither. The line looks too funny. Seattle plus 1.5 and money line. I wouldn't go plus 1.5. That's just not my style. I would just take money line if you're going to go after it. Parlay that Braves single parlay with my Arizona one for huge payouts tonight. Good luck, Brandon. Yeah, it is. That's why you got to know the team. Sun are trash. That this is true. Still think it finds its way over. Me too. Rays same game parlay with Yandy Diaz to get a hit plus Rays money line with Yandy Diaz. Don't hate it. What Friday night? Nerd talk? Yeah, Friday night every nerd talk, and we do horses too. The Sun aren't trash, but they are likely to struggle to score here, and the Aces are by far the best team in the WNBA. That is correct. I've been betting the Aces. I'm betting on the Aces in the future market all year on their season win and to win the championship, but value is gone. Aces are minus 200 to win the title.
Jeez. Do we start looking elsewhere, or do we think nobody stops them?
I mean, I would probably, if Connecticut gets healthy, they're being solid without couple pieces. I don't mind Connecticut, but I'm not trying to go crazy. O'Reilly has been irrelevant since he left St. Louis. Lillard wants to go play for Philly or Miami.
I actually saw an interesting graphic that O'Reilly and Jack Eichel actually have something in common, and it's the first full season after they left Buffalo, they won a cup.
Lillard wants to go to Philly or Miami. He wants to play for a contender. If he wants to play for a contender, then
Philly,
City.
Miami, and Clippers are the 3 teams interested in him.
Oh, he should go to OKC. Lillard doesn't care about winning. When he signed the contract, he's on. He just wanted the money. Now he's getting old. Now he wants a ring. Lillard knew he wasn't getting almost $50 million a year. Portland wasn't going to be able to build a contender around him. Correct.
Yeah.
You like Ace's team total over or the game over? The game over. We better not be doing horses. That's a big feet to barnyard buggery. There you go. Rays, run line, have fun. Aces, Liberty, finals with Aces winning. Yeah, it's not going to be close again this year. They're super teams. Double D's, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, I suppose. There you go. Speaking of, we got 3 more baseball games left. Oop, did I just? Yeah. There you
go. Let's take a look. The Cubbies are taking on the Guardians here. Cubbies minus 125 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here between Bibby and Stroman. Line opened up at 141. It's down to a 126. So a 15-cent line movement towards the Guardians in this one here. Total opened up at a 7.5 minus 110. It's a 8 now at minus 106. It's moved up half a run, which is kind of interesting there. Let's take a look if the money is reflecting the line move up. Not really. 57% of the tickets, 54% of the cash is on the under, and yet the line's moved up a half a run. Has me very intrigued in this over. 69% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the Cubbies, and the line's moved towards the Guardians, which tells me Marcus Stroman is vulnerable today. That he could get hit today. Let's take a look here. Stroman, 2.17 ERA, 1.31 whip, 7.14 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 3.41 walks per 9, a 300 BABIP, 293 FIP, but a 4.15 Sierra suggests we could see some negative regression from him. Bibby, 5.04 ERA, 1.6 whip, 8.64 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 4.32 walks per 9, a 316 BABIP, 5 FIP, and a 4.79 Sierra, which I could see. I can see the Cubbies getting to Bibby a little bit here, and I could see the Guardians getting to Stroman. Guardians 121 WRC plus, which is number 4 in the MLB against righties the last 30 days, and the Cubbies 88, which is 23rd against righties. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Cubs, 2.67 FIP, 3.6 Sierra compared to 3.37 and 4.18. I kind of think the over is the play in this game. And the line's moved up, even though more money is on the under, and they're making it more appealing to bet the under. So that's telling me that this game goes over the total. And the numbers kind of back it up as well. Guardians are hitting well versus righties. And I can see Bibby as a little bit vulnerable here on the Cleveland side. I'm on the over 8 here. Over 8 at minus 106.
Does the Cleveland game involve Gavin Williams? No, I'm not interested in it. By the way, Nick, figured out when Gavin Williams pitches next?
Braves.
Against the Braves.
Okay.
I found the game I'll fade the Braves in. But no, this is a game I'm staying away from. I don't bet Cleveland games. Besides Gavin Williams games, which I will be backing unders. Not Cleveland, unders. So I'm going to stay away from this game. I have no interest in going after it. I'm rooting for the Cubbies for my central futures, but no real interest in this one.
All right.
I might have a little bit of interest in the next one because there's actually a little bit of a case.
Back to the chat though.
Is that all right? Do we really have to mention this? Same for Hasek.
Dominic Hasek. I think so. Yeah. All you gotta do is leave Buffalo and you can win a cup. Nice on Varlamov, Riley to the Preds, Duchesne to the Islanders. Yeah, we've heard all this before. There was rumors that Kadri was heading to the island. There was rumors Gaudreau was heading to the island last year. All these top guys, there's always rumors, but they do have over $10 million in cap space after trading away Josh Bailey.
Hey, Josh Bailey. That's right. Mystics are good too, but they need one more piece to be a real contender. The Mystics could still beat New York. De La Don has been healthy this season. There you go. Stroman hurt. He missed the start. I think so.
Yes.
I'm probably going to go crazy. I'm probably crazy again. Give me the Guardians. Have fun. I'm hammering the Mystics over 24.5 wins. They've been undervalued this year. And they got smashed yesterday. Stroman, man. White Sox are minus 220 on the road. I wouldn't bet the White Sox at that number on the road against anyone. Yeah, I know. Dame likely to request a trade privately a long time ago. He said going public since they haven't traded him yet. Surprisingly, right after Jeremiah Grant gets a shit ton of money from him. Who is this Gavin Williams guy? Pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians and a former member of the ECU Pirates. The free agent class is weak this year in the NHL.
It is very weak.
Unless, of course, your name is Rasmus Ristolainen.
No,
poor guy went from a team on the rise to a dumpster fire.
Yeah, he went to Philly.
From?
Buffalo. Ristolainen.
Padres might actually snap their losing streak. Nope. I might have interest in this game, Nick.
Yeah. Oh boy. Kansas City Royals and the LA Dodgers. Dodgers minus 220 favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. Between, Julio Urias and Dylan Lynch makes his return. Line has gone from minus 201 to 230 for the Dodgers. A 29-cent line movement towards the Dodgers. Line opened up at a 9. It's up to a 9.5 minus 104. Tells me that Daniel Lynch is vulnerable in this game. Let's take a look if the money is reflecting a line move towards the Dodgers and a line move towards the over. 73% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over. 29% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the Royals, and they're showing no respect to that as the line has moved 29 cents towards the Dodgers. Which this is just a tricky game. I think probably the over is the look. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal, Kauffman Stadium, plus 15% runs today. So definitely good hitting conditions. Not quite for home runs, but just hitting conditions in general. And Urias, we have no numbers on. And I think this is what's going to keep me off the over. And may land me on a different type of over. Daniel Lynch has been horrible. 4.06 ERA, 1.13 whip, 5.23 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, 2.03 walks per 9, a 2.32 BABIP, a 5.4 FIP, and a 5.32 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Dodgers. 3.43 FIP, 3.95 SIERA compared to 4.28 and 3.9. I would like to back the over in this game. The only problem is the Royals do not hit lefties. 62 WRC plus, which is 25th in the MLB. Let me make sure that's 100% correct. That is, 28th. My bad, 28th in the MLB. I knew that looked a little high to be 28th or 25th. I knew that looked a little low. And the Dodgers, though, they are hitting lefties. 116 WRC plus, which is 5th in baseball. Tells me that the Dodgers are going to put up some runs today, which I think the only problem I'm going to run into here is that the Dodgers team total is a 5.5. Let's see. It is a 5.5 at minus 118. I would like to back the over in this game. In this one here, expecting the Dodgers to get to Lynch. The only question is, what are the Royals going to do for me offensively? Because I can see this game being 7-1 Dodgers, and I don't get my over. Because the Royals just plain and simply do not hit lefties. Now, I know Urias is probably going to be on a pitch count here, So I don't know how much we're going to see from him, which is I'm going to take it anyway here. I'm going to rely on the Royals to give me a couple runs here. Dodgers Royals over 9.5 for me at -104.
I think more than a couple. I like the Royals money line. This is Julio Urias' first game in like a month and a half. He hasn't, and when he left, he was allowing some runs. This is just I want to say it's a bad spot, but the Dodgers will end up creaming them again. Yeah. I'm not going to bet this game, although it's a strong lean towards Kansas City. I don't hate your over because I feel like if Kansas City loses, it's Dodgers putting up double digits again. Because if I don't trust one thing, it's Dylan Lynch as well. Although he's only had one bad start this year where he allowed 7 runs in 7 innings. But this is a spot that I'm just going to kind of stay away from. Strong lean towards the Royals, though, as a big dog at home.
Yeah. It would be Dodgers or nothing for me, but the run line's absolutely because, the best you can probably find is like, -1.5 at -150 because they're on the road. It's a high total. So, yeah. I would lean Dodgers team total over as well. I think they probably could put up 8 runs in this game, something along those lines. But no, thank you. But back to the chat, Tim.
Yes. We left off here. All I gotta say is go Blue Jays. See you later. Markel, I know that probably hurt to say. Dodgers on the run line. It's Lynch. LMAO. What's the run line for the Dodgers? I mean, that's got to be -150. Yeah, no, thank you. Miami gave Lowry nearly $28 million a year contract. That's the worst contract in the NBA. They can get Dame. They'll have to package picks with his contract to trade him to a tanking team. I still think Oklahoma City, but that's just me. If I was Dame, I would be like, you know what? Let's go get these young guys because I like Chet, SG. Imagine a backcourt with Dame and SGA, and then Giddey off the bench. Ooh, he's vulnerable, and he requested a trade. He's looking to go to Miami. I'm playing Royals first 5 and the over fading the return. Yep, don't overthink it. About time. Dodgers 5-1 against the spread on the road in their last 10. That's fine. Dodgers game has a slim chance of being rained out. 54% chance of rain. Gotcha. Urias hasn't been good this season. He's been injured. How are Aces double-digit favorites on a back-to-back? They're not on a back-to-back. They didn't play last night.
No.
Nope. Freeman to get a hit isn't bad odds. He's on a 5-day streak. There you go. Mike Lowry. Royals first 5, maybe? Yeah. Over 8.5 in the White Sox game? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I didn't bet a total, though, so good luck to you. Final MLB game, Nick.
Yeah, the Arizona Diamondbacks are at the LA Angels, -115 for the Angels, total of 10 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history between Ryan Nelson and Tyler Anderson. Line opened up at a 9.5 -120. It's up to a 10 at -115. Line opened up, at a -135 for the Angels. It's down to a 113. Tells me Anderson is vulnerable in this game. Let's see if the money is reflecting a line move towards the over, a line move towards the Diamondbacks in this one here. 65% of tickets, 85% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the over. 51% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks. The lines move towards the Diamondbacks. All checks out here. Let's take a look at the hitting conditions for this game here between Arizona and LA. Angel Stadium +1% overall runs, +9% home runs. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup in this one here. Ryan Nelson, 4.0 1 ERA, 1.48 WHIP, 7.18 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 3.42 walks per 9, a 3.18 BABIP, a 3.81 FIP, and a 5.18 SIERA. On the flip side, Anderson, 5.73 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, 11.05 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%, 3.27 walks per 9, a 3.56 BABIP, a 3.09 FIP, and a 4 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Arizona Diamondbacks, 2.69 FIP, 3.32 SIERA, compared to 4.05 and 3.85 for the Angels. Massive hitting advantage goes towards the Angels, 141 WRC plus versus righties, which is second compared to the Arizona Diamondbacks, who have 90 versus lefties, which is slightly below average, 18th in baseball. But this line's telling me that that Anderson is vulnerable in this game. I think we get runs in this game, and I think we get Diamondback runs in this game. We can get 4.5 at -122. I'm fine with that. So yeah, we're going to go Diamondbacks team total over 4.5, -122. Full game over 10 at -115 for this one here. I think the Diamondbacks score some runs. I think we get a full game over as well.
Hey, we get something to sweat out tonight. I'm taking Arizona. I'm going to back my boys. And it worked out they won last night, right? I believe they did. They were up big early. Yeah, 6-2. I like this Arizona team. I've been backing them for a while. They're one of the most profitable teams in baseball. I like Reese Nelson. I think he's going to be solid. He's got a almost 5 ERA, but you look at it, they're winning the games that he plays. Last 10 games they've won. They're 6-4 in his last 10 starts. So, and this is an Arizona team that I strongly believe has a shot to win the division. They're up currently on the Dodgers by 2 games and the Giants by 2.5. So I'm going to keep going after it. I'm going to grab Arizona.
What's your thoughts on the over?
We could double up on it. I don't like Tyler Anderson. And I could see Arizona putting up 7-8 runs by themselves, so I don't hate it.
All right.
We could double down on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to do that because I do like this over 10. I do. I think we get some runs here. The summertime is when we get all the runs because of the hotter weather and all that fun jazz. Just the balls fly more. So, but let's take a look. Lynx and Suns. We will get into the WNBA next. Same game parlay. Walker 1+ hits. Marte 1+ hits. Ohtani over 1.5 bases. Arizona +1.5, +340. Walker also on a 12-game hit streak before yesterday. I'll let him get back on track today. There you go. Diamondbacks money line. Don't hate it.
Yes.
If you add both my Braves same game parlay and this Arizona one, the odds are 33-1. Good luck. I see the total of 10 now. Yeah, maybe over. Kind of like the under, though. I don't. I like the over. Don't let high odds fool you. Each pick in the same game parlay has over 80% shots of hitting. Most batter props are on 5 to 16 day streaks. There you go. Diamondbacks in the over, 100%. But it's time to move into the WNBA here, Tim. We'll kick it on off here with the first game in the spot. We have the Las Vegas Aces and the Connecticut Sun. This game taking place at 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. The Aces -11 favorites with a total of 170 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one, and we will look at the markets as well, see if we can get anything here. Let's switch over from baseball to the WNBA. There we go. Line opened up at the Las Vegas Aces as 11.5-point favorites, and now it's down to an 11. So a half-point line movement towards the Sun in this one here. Line opened up at a 169.5. It's up to a 170. So a half-point line movement towards the over. So a half point towards the Sun and a half point towards the over. 55% of the tickets, 49% of the cash is on the Sun. The lines moved half point in their direction. 45% of the tickets, 55% of the cash is on the over. The lines moved towards the over here in this spot. In this one, both these teams have been good over teams as this season. 10-6 for the Sun, 9-6 for the Aces. The Sun have gone over in 3 of their last 4 games. Those totals were 160.5, 158, and 168.5, though. This is one of their higher totals, 170. But this is just an average total for the Aces as they continue to put up crazy points per game. I like the over in this game, and I kind of lean towards maybe the Sun with a backdoor cover here in this spot type of situation. But I'm going to stick with just the over here in this one. Over 170 at -115 for me.
Yeah, this line has steadily moved up because I know last night I believe it was 168 or something like that.
Yes.
I got over 170. I think this one hits into the 180s, and I think the Aces put up 100 by themselves. I don't think this game is. I think this game could easily be 100 to 82 or something like that. Now, Aces
182 would cash both team totals.
Yes, it would. Aces are 14-1 this year. Their one loss was a 17-point loss to this Connecticut Suns team, and it would have went over the total. So
both games,
these
totals.
Yeah, they've played each other twice, and both times they've won over the total. I think it's gonna be a higher scoring game. So yeah, I'll take the over in this one as well. Maybe the chalk play, the square play, whatever. Over.
I'm on the over as well. I kind of lean Connecticut. Connecticut team total at 79.5. I think that's an intriguing look as well.
Okay. I'm not going to bother with that. I if anything, I would go Aces team total first.
Yeah. Day games often start slow. This is how this game starts at 12 o'clock Eastern time. It's a revenge game for Vegas. Vegas should cover. Yep. Vegas is by far the best team in the WNBA. They are underrated defensively. Their interior defense is strong. They should be able to shut down Alyssa Thompson in the Sun offense. Sure. This game starts early on the West Coast. Don't care. Fair. I was watching a video the other day that this guy said good teams play better during the day games in most sports. I'd assume this would be the trick and same thing in the WNBA. Yep. Vegas' only loss was to the Sun. Yes, we've mentioned that. Sun money line went down a little. Yeah, because nobody wants to lay -700 on the Aces. We have 17% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the Sun money line. But on a side note, I hope everyone has a good day. Best of luck at everyone's tickets. Let's get it, boys and gals. Yeah. Sun +11. I lean that way. I do lean that way. I almost never bet overs in basketball games at the early starts. These teams aren't used to playing early. They are very few day games in the WNBA. Fair enough. I think we could still see an over in this one. Moving on, though, Minnesota Lynx and the Phoenix Mercury. I believe this is the first game that the Mercury are favorites this year. Total 162. No.
They were favored at the last game. Nope. They were favored against Seattle, LA, and Minnesota and Chicago. They were favored 4 times this year.
And they're 1-3 ATS when they're favorites. All right. Let's take a look here. Line are 1.5 point favorites, total of 162 in this game. This line has dropped. It opened up at a -3 for Phoenix. It's now a -1.5. So it's moved to 1.5 points towards the Lynx. And the line opened up at 162.5. It's a 160.5 now, a 2-point line movement towards the under in this game here. Let's take a look if the line history says that. Let's see. 82%, 25% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Mercury, but yet the lines move towards the Lynx. It's kind of interesting. That's tricky. 73% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the under. The lines move towards the under here in this game. I think if I only have the over in the Vegas game bet in the WNBA today, I am A-okay with that. And I think that's the way it's going to be. I'm going to probably be passing on this game. No action for me here.
I will be on the under. This is a Phoenix team with the worst offense in the WNBA. scoring 76.64 points a game. Number 4, in terms of from the bottom, is Minnesota, scoring 79.13. I think this is going to be an ugly game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm going to take the under in this one. Even though I know these two teams aren't good defensively, but I think that the offenses will – you good?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi disconnected for a second there.
I think the offenses will struggle, so I'll take the under 162 in this game.
It's down to a 160.5.
What did I get? I got a 161. Sorry, I got a 161 this morning.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay off this game. Definitely an intriguing game, but not one I want to bet.
That's fair. Suns plus 11. I would lean aces, but I'm not laying that many points. I almost never bet. Oh, that's right. Under in that Mercury game, yes. The Mercury have been favored a decent amount of games this year. They've been the most overvalued team in the WNBA. Them and Chicago, correct. I like Griner over 5.5 rebounds. She's had 5 in the last 2 games because we're blowouts and their minutes were limited. The Mercury played better last game. They fired their coach last week. There you go.
Yeah.
That's right, they did. I like this one over 170. The Aces game, yes. Phoenix just fired their coach, and they got some players like Sophie Cunningham back. I lean Mercury here. Good luck. Phoenix couldn't even get an over versus the Fever. I know, right? No, it's because the Fever didn't score. It's not because they didn't score. That's all the games for today, Nick. Do you know what that means?
Yeah. It's because it's time for
housekeeping. Housekeeping.
I love that clip.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It's all linked down below. Check out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. I'll put a link to that in the chat. I know I already went over all those games here. Go over there, leave a like on it, show the boss man I'm doing a good job. Appreciate that. And check out SeatGeek for your concert tickets and your sporting event ticket needs. ESB at checkout saves you $20 off your first purchase. A little bit of a recap for it. Add in my ear. Cool. I'm on the Cincinnati Reds today. We're on the Blue Jays for Canada Day. I kind of lean Nationals. I like the Pirates, Rangers, Orioles. Kind of lean San Fran. Can't really touch that Atlanta game. And I like Arizona. And then for the WNBA, the over in the Aces, the under in Mercury.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of news here for you before I break down my card. Former Colorado Avalanche defenseman Eric Johnson has signed a 1-year contract worth $3.2 million with the Buffalo Sabres. Nice little second line defenseman. A nice little pickup there by getting EJ. But for me, San Diego and Cincinnati over 11. St. Louis team total over 4.5. St. Louis first 5 money line. Both those are game 1. Toronto -1. Pittsburgh first 5. Texas first 5. Texas full game. Giants team total over 3.5. Full game over 8.5. Marlins money line. Seattle first 5. Cleveland, I added the team total over 3.5 at -112 and the full game over 8. Kansas City, LA over 9.5. Arizona team total over 4.5. Full game over 10. And for the CFL, I got Winnipeg -6. The Winnipeg team total over 26.5. Full game over 48.5. In the WNBA, Las Vegas, Connecticut over 170. A lot of overs for me again today, but the overs hit yesterday, so okay.
There you go. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I did put the Ballin' Out. There it is. If you guys want to go over and leave a like. And then Colorado needs Nijushkin back. They fall apart without him in the playoffs. He filled a lot of roles. Kadri played 2 years ago.
Yeah. I just saw also Ottawa got a goaltender. They got Jonas Johansson. Or not Jonas Johansson, Jonas Corposalo. They
Yeah, the
signed him for
Rangers got a backup goalie too.
Rangers got Jonathan Quick.
Yes, they did. They got
Gross.
Columbus Blue Jackets legend. Columbus Blue Jackets legend, Jonathan Quick. And then Struce got $16 million a year. He's a solid role player, but $16 million a year, yeah, that's a lot. Just like Bruce Brown got a crap ton from Indiana. Yeah, but that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll see you guys tomorrow around 10:30 again. See you guys.